I'm filming this video at 20950 Elderberry Way in the community of Pine Mountain Lake on the Groveland Yosemite Airport. It is a taxiway property. I'm going to scan around and show you the entry. 0.85 acre lot. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,569 square foot home. The living is all on one level. And the unique feature of this house, it has 2 hangars, one under the house, and then a great big hangar, which could be used for building an airplane or extra airplanes or whatever. Now let's walk down and take a look at the inside. By now I've stepped down to the ramp area. We're taking a look at the hangar that sits beneath the house. That's a 182 setting there. And then I'm going to pan around. That's the ramp area. You can see the second hangar in the distance. I'll walk a little bit forward and then you can see the ramp from the taxiway that comes down to this area. And between these 2 hangars, there's a really nice RV or boat parking area. Well, I've just reached the top of the entry stairway, which is about a 3/4 of a floor. And as I pan down, you can see how beautiful those hardwood floors are. And they extend right on in through the living room, right on down to the hall. And let me scan around the living room just a little bit. You can see the fan there. Almost every room in this house has a fan, which is important in the summertime for cooling in the evening if you want to turn the air conditioning off. There's one of the wood burning stoves. And as I step into the living room, just to the left, is a nice size area. You could put a game table in there. You could have a little eat-in area there, whatever you like. And I'll pan on around and you can see it has a great room concept. We're looking at the kitchen and the kitchen planning area right there. Then I'm gonna pan to the left and I'm gonna stop here for just a moment. You see that beam going up? And those beams run through this entire house. And those beams came out of Pier 39, so they're very historic. And they, of course, are very strong and they support the entire structure. Now we're looking at the dining area and French doors that lead out to the back deck. I'll walk on into the kitchen area. There's a breakfast counter, or if you have friends over for dinner and you're using the dining room, you can set your dishes there. I'm going to come in a little bit more and pan back to the oven stack. And then you can see the kitchen has lots of counter space, all tile. It is stainless steel appliances. And right there is a Jenn-Air cooktop. Let me step into the kitchen, give you a little better look at the entire area. And you can see it has beautiful tile floor in the kitchen. I'm going to scan around. The sink window looks out at the main ramp area. Of course, that window looks out at the front. Coming up on the work area for the kitchen and the living room there. And behind those louvered doors is a pantry. I'm just starting down the hall and you can see the laundry at the very end of the hall. And then the first turn to the right takes us to the first guest bedroom. I'll pan up, it is carpeted, does have a fan, nice side room. And then it has a Mary Jane bathroom, which services both of the guest bedrooms. You can see it's a beautiful granite countertop, dual lavatory, and the toilet and shower are separated by a door. I'll walk back and we'll take a look. There's the shower. And of course the toilet, as I mentioned. Back out here where the dual lavatories are. And then we'll just walk over and take a peek at the second guest bedroom, which is absolutely immense. It's a huge bedroom. It's larger than most master bedrooms that I see. It does have a fan. Window looks at the ramp area. The other window looks at the runway. It does have a closeted, mirrored closet right there. And then the laundry that I mentioned is just out the door. Very convenient to the bedroom wing. And very short distance down the hall to the right is the master bedroom. And we'll take a step in and take a look around. That is a wood burning stove there. Master bath sits just to the left. This again is a very large room. Windows look out at the runway. Does have a fan. Those windows also look at the runway. Coming back around, the space that I'm looking at right now is where the bed would go. That'll take a California king with no problem. Lots of room left over. Then it does have mirrored doors on 2 closets for the master bedroom. We'll take a walk through, take a look at the master bath. There's a beautiful skylight in there. Pan up to show you that. And then the toilet and the bidet and shower are closeted. Very nice, large shower, plenty of space. And we'll swing around, and there's a very nice marble countertop with dual lavatories, another marble countertop in front of the windows there, and then a jacuzzi tub, which sits right there with a large mirror above it.